we had like the most amazing, fantastic ball day weekend, yeah, ever. But we went to the river and it was awesome. I got bit by bugs though.
And I stepped on a rock.
The first day she steps on a rock.
And it bled. And so yeah, that was okay.
Yeah. But it was pretty chill. And we went to the Emblem3 concert.
Yeah, buddy.
It was freaking awesome because we had meet and greet tickets.
The meet and greet pass.
It was really awesome. And so like we had like a little own private kind of concert before, and it was really awesome. It was just a sound check, and
yeah,
there was Q&A, and when they were singing,
well, we were just dancing around and being ourselves,
and
like,
Wes pointed to us like yeah, and I was like and then for the Q&A, people were raising their hands, and we were raising our hand and holding hands.
But it was awkward. We were like,
I don't even know.
Like
we
that.
were like this, and Drew
hurt.
saw us, and he was like, "Yes."
Yes, he pointed to us.
He pointed to us like
looking at us.
You, and like then he just kept looking at us. And I was like, "What's up? Hi." And then meeting them, I was so nervous that I wasn't nervous.
Before we went to meet them, like we were waiting in line for like to get our pictures taken, and like I took because like they hold your purses and stuff for you, and so I took Keaton's shirt because I got him a t-shirt,
Kitty cat,
with kitty cats on it,
and I was wearing Wesley's hat.
Yeah,
that we got him.
Well, I took his shirt out of my purse and I was holding it, and these people were looking at me and they were like before I went to go take the picture, they're like, they're not gonna sign anything, and I was like, oh, I know, and they were like, is that a gift? And they were like, and I was just like, yeah, and they were like, oh, here's a bag for it, and I was like, but no, and I just walked over
so
there.
She walks right there, and then like Drew's looking
at
Drew
us,
looked
like, at both of us,
yes,
like, it's
them.
you too. He was like checking us out,
and I had a mustache on my finger, and I was like, fancy meeting you here. And they were like, hey, Wes and Drew were, and then like because they thought it was funny, and they're like, oh. So I went in between Wes and Drew, and I'm like holding them, and like I don't know, I wanted to hug them and love them, but I had one in each arm, so just like standing there, and then like for the picture they were pointing at me, and then like before the picture, like Wes was on this side and he came closer to me, so I was like, yes. And then like so I'm holding them, and then after the two pictures, like at first like it wasn't even in my mind at all, out of nowhere I go, I got you this hat, and Wes was just like, oh my god, this is so dope, and he's looking at it, and he like, it was the greatest moment ever. I've never seen anybody be so happy to get a present. Like he was like, this is so cool, and I should have ran back and hugged him, but like the security was like, okay, leave. Like, it was basically like 1 second and go. Yeah, I was just so happy because he was like, it's so dope, and it just makes me happy, and I love it. I just love that he loved it. It is a really dope hat.
So what happened for me was
she forgot about the mustache.
I forgot about the mustache. I saw Drew. I walked past Wes, and I just scooted up to Keaton, and I went, hi, and Keaton was like, hi, and I like we hugged, and I had the shirt in my hand, and I was like, oh, happy late birthday, Keaton, I got you this kitty shirt. And he was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, I love it. And we were just like looking at, like, he was saying thank you and looking at my face. I couldn't even look him in the eyes like for more than a second. I looked away and I got all shy. But I was like giving him like the best hug ever. Like, oh my gosh, it was the best hug ever. Like, you don't even know. And I couldn't let go of Keaton, and Keaton was just talking about how awesome the shirt is, and then they were like, picture, and like Keaton was like, what do I do with them? So he had to hand the shirt to someone to put it down. I don't even think I looked in the camera. I think I looked really bad in that picture probably, and Wes, like, I remember Wes, like, had his arm and he was, like, gonna try to, like, put it around me, too, but I would not let go of Keaton because I was hugging him for dear life because it was the best hug ever. I went closer to Wes and, like, but I was still hugging Keaton, so Keaton, like, yeah, I was hugging him, and then Wes was over here, and so it was, like, awkward, but the thing is that, like, when Keaton was talking about how much he loved his shirt, like,
I didn't say you're welcome.
I didn't
to Wes
say you're
either.
welcome, and like
I was like, yeah. I literally went, yeah. Who does that?
but like the thing is that like I was like this close to kissing Keaton, and then I got so shy, and that's when I looked away. It's the greatest thing is like how happy they were for their gifts.
It was so amazing. They were so happy. I was happy like the rest of the time. And okay, you think that at like such a great, amazing concert, like the boys have the most amazing souls, like, and you think that like everyone would just want to be there in peace and love.
And
no,
happy. No, it
the
was like
vibe
more
you
of
get from there is like
a,
everyone's trying to compete for the boys' like
Yeah.
attention, and everyone's all
And
like
everyone's like,
bratty
"I
and
don't
looking at
like
each other
you."
like, I don't like you because what you're wearing and stuff, or like something.
and it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't
even
matter. I
what
was
you were
so
wearing.
happy. I was just smiling the whole time, and I just wanted to share everyone. Like, I wanted to share my happiness with everyone because it was just the greatest feeling, and I felt like you're supposed to be happy and feel calm and like great with life when you're at an Emblem3 concert. Like, it is the most beautiful thing you could experience. But no, people have to go and be so materialistic. Like, if you stop and just be grateful for the moment you have right now, you'd be such a happier person.
Yeah.
But no, you think about what I need more.
Like, oh yeah, Drew said,
No.
which also is speaking of Drew, it was sad because like it went so fast, and we had a bracelet to give to Drew, and I was wearing it.
I'm sorry,
we bought
Drew,
3.
if you're watching this, we have your bracelet.
Yeah, we have your bracelet. But like everybody was like just like so like unhappy of how it went, for like because it goes so fast. But you should have just like embraced your moment and whatever, and been like,
be happy with what you have. We are. I was
completely
floating
satisfied.
in cloud 9 the whole time. Like, people were looking at me like something's wrong with that chick. I was just so happy. Like, I am happy. I've been happy ever since. Like, it was just the greatest thing. That was my birthday present from her, was going to see E3. And that's the best thing anyone could give me, was eternal happiness. Like, you don't ever have to be sad. Like, sad things happen, but you could look at the happy things in life and keep a smile on your face all the time.
Yeah, like Drew said during the question and answer, sometimes you just have to fall to get back up.
And if you smile, even a fake smile,
it'll turn into a real smile.
It'll make yourself feel happier, and it's just cool.
Smiling.
And then like
for you.
the opening act, Chris Wallace, he's really good. Like, he sings
so
good live. So like the concert was like completely just amazing.
Like, oh my gosh, when they sing Curious, I don't even know how to like describe it, because
No
like
words.
that song, I feel it like with my whole entire soul, and I just want to hug Drew every single time I listen to that song.
Like, I love that song. That song helps me through like anything. You just listen to it and you just feel better.
Yeah, that song is like amazing. So yeah, E3 concert was amazing.
So afterwards,
we were just like, let's go to Huntington Beach, and then we went and walked on the beach till 1 in the morning.
And then we went back in the car, and we slept in the car. We were gonna wake up at like 4:30 and then go watch the sunrise. But when the alarm went off, I was like,
nah, it was too
night. And then at 7 o'clock, I woke up all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and I
She
was
was
like,
so happy.
it's 7 o'clock.
I know.
And Michelle was like,
7 is time for sleep.
and I'm like, let's go to the beach. And so, yeah, we were walking around, and it was the U.S. Open, so like a bunch of people were there, and we were watching people surf, and it was cool. And then like we were gonna leave, and then like
we went to go to a gas station, and we were gonna go get food and stuff before we like headed back to San Diego. But then Team Inspired tweeted and said to meet them by the pier, and I was like, yeah. So, like basically we hadn't eaten for like 2 days. So
yeah, so we were starving.
We were hungry, so we had to go get food and stuff. And so by the time we got back to the beach, it was like way later.
And then we sat by the pier. If you've ever been to Huntington,
Beach,
the place to
like,
sit down.
It's like a stagey area.
And then our buds were there, the Flying Tortillas.
We'll link you like everything for the Flying Tortillas.
Yeah. Yesterday,
when we saw
Kenny and them, Kiki was like, bye guys, because they were leaving. And Michelle gets up to go hug Kenny goodbye, and then
Kiki was like,
of course, because everyone loves Kenny. And I got up and I was like, I love you, and I went to hug Kiki, and he was like, no, like one of those hurt, like, no, don't hug me things. I was like, aw, and he was like, come here, and he hugs me. And then like he had hurt his shoulder, so I was like what'd you do? And I'm not gonna tell you what he did because that's his business.
Yeah. And I was like, so I was going up to Kenny, and I was like, cause Kiki had just said, of course, because everyone loves Kenny, and I was like, because Kenny's so happy all the time and smiling, and Kenny was like, that's how you have to live your life. And I was just like, I love how like you're so happy about everything, and like I see your tweets on Twitter, and it's just like it makes me happy. Like I just like everything you do is like your happiness makes me happy. It's like, yeah, we had that, and it was great. And then Monique just jumps in, and she was like, yeah, and you like followed me on Twitter, but you didn't follow her.
And then he was like, oh, I swear I thought I followed you. And then he followed her.
So yeah, he followed me on Twitter.
And then since they left because other acts were going on, and they couldn't, it was loud. And then so we're chilling and we're walking around, and Michelle was like, Sam Pepper's at the beach. And I was all like, we are not spending our time like trying to track down Sam Pepper. And then she was like, we're spending our time trying to track down Sam Pepper. And then I was like,
it was impossible.
Come on. We could not find him. There were so many people. And then like finally, like at one point I was like, okay, well I have to go to the bathroom. And then as we're walking, Michelle was like, there's Sam. And I was like,
we weren't looking for him at this point.
We're not looking
we had
for
given
him.
up like a long time before that.
Like, I'm done. And so I was like, what? And I still didn't see him. And like,
so I dragged
Michelle
her over,
was like,
and I was like, wait right here, you're
he
gonna
walked
see him.
up. And then he walked up, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, Sam, can we get a picture? And then so he took a picture with her. He took a picture with me. And then like, okay, I'm super dumb. I was like, you're a lot taller in person. When I really meant to say was, you're a lot hotter in person. And he was just like,
he didn't even respond.
Yeah,
to that. What? We just took a picture. And then he was like, yeah, I'll see you later. Okay, this is my thing that's been bugging me. Why do strangers say that they're gonna see you later? When you have not exchanged names, you don't even know who they are, you have not exchanged numbers, you don't know where they live or anything. Like, why are you gonna say to a stranger, yeah, I'll see you later? No, you won't, because you don't know me.
Seeing me.
I mean, unless it's by crazy accident incident, you're not gonna see me later. Like,
oh yeah, and by the way, we saw Sam Pepper at the E3 concert. He was having trouble this weekend. Just keep your smiles on.
Yeah, just remember to keep smiling.
And
be
loved.
It's
a beautiful place. Put your cell phones down for like 10 minutes, because I didn't have a cell phone for 4 days.
And it was the best
4 days of my life. So keep your freaking eyes off your cell phone and look at the world around you, because the world is a beautiful place and you are missing it.
Yeah, so just remember to take in every opportunity that you can. Just spread love and be nice to people, because it's gonna spread and it's gonna come back to you.
And receive the love you give out.
Yeah, and so just remember to live in like every moment and feel the happiness of every situation, because even if it's like it feels like a really crappy situation, there's gotta be like something's gonna come
and something's gonna be better, because with every bad situation comes a lesson learned, and you'll come out of it feeling so much better if you take in that lesson instead of being like, why do things always happen to me?
Yeah.
Because there's always a reason for something. And if you think about it in the positive way, you're always going to get the better end of it.
And have a twintastic day!